Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. Even if your kids are grown, you probably remember those early days of no sleep and trying anything to stop your baby's crying. Now a new book is out to help parents with these issues and more. We welcome the author of 101 Baby Hacks, Elina Furman. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, Hannah. How are you? Glad
I'm
to be.
great. I know it's almost hard to remember, I think, those sleepless nights because your brain is just struggling to stay awake. So you have some really great ideas for us, beginning with something that's called the Jedi sleep trick. Tell me about that one.
Yes, yes. It's all about really simplifying parenting and coming up with really quick solutions, like in the middle of the night when you're just panicking. And so the Jedi sleep trick is a really simple technique, and it's based on touch and acupressure massage. And so it's just you simply take your index finger and you glide down their forehead, and then you take both your fingers and you rub across their eyebrows. And what that does is creates a hypnotic effect where babies, especially babies under 4 months, will settle much easier because they have serious FOMO, as we know, and they look at everything. So these are techniques that once you ground yourself and really calm yourself before you do them, that will also relay your calm and it'll relax your baby.
Yeah, the parents and caregivers have to take our own deep breaths sometimes, and that's a great starting point for everyone. Do you have a cool hiccup cure for us as well?
Absolutely. So the hiccup cure is also one of my favorites because it's an acupressure, another acupressure technique. And again, these are all very ancient techniques that have been used for centuries. So you will just want to rub right in the middle, actually right on the sides of the eyebrows with both index fingers, and just make little circles, gliding for about 20 to 30 seconds. And that will be really effective in just because those hiccups can really wake them up. And so we want to really limit how disturbing, because they can last for hours. We've seen it.
Yeah, and tell me more about just the idea of baby massage. It seems like a lot of people are beginning to learn more about this, and it can be super helpful for lots of things that new parents are tackling.
Yes, baby massage is one of the oldest, but also practices and most natural practices that can help your baby with everything from colic, teething, constipation, gas, all the biggies for parents. And so now we have a lot of research that's been coming out in the past 20, 30 years that has been shown that babies, in fact, who do receive baby massage on a consistent basis, it boosts their IQ, it helps with their congestion, it really creates those neural connections that allows them to develop optimally, especially in the first to 3 years. 1 to 3 years is like a real big growth spurt for babies, and that's where all the connections are made. So when parents really dedicate themselves to creating that bond, it's also so wonderful for parents to make that kind of strong bond between themselves and their baby, and it's just equally great for both parent and child.
There's so much happening in their little brains and bodies. It can make sense. It's hard to be a parent, but it's hard to be a baby too. They have so much going on.
Oh my gosh. We look at babies and it doesn't seem like much is going on sometimes. But if you knew that like there were like a million different universes forming in their brains, and like billions and billions of neural connections, and the connections that you're trying to form and make during those first 3 years, it would be astounding for you.
Do you have ideas for us as we're kind of entering the fall season? Congestion, common cold, any ways to find relief for those little babies?
Yes. So what's really great with congestion is there are two hacks. There's one where you're just rubbing right around the nose, because this is great for all releasing all the mucus. So you just want to massage down from the sides of the bridge of the nose out, and this is kind of also a lymphatic drainage massage. Also, a lot of babies have congestion and coughing. And what happens is babies don't have the reflex for coughing. So what is great, so I created one of these products called Calm Me, and it's just a vibrational tool. And you can use this to really vibrate their backs, and it's very safe. And they call it the Theragun for babies, but it's super gentle. And not only is it calming, it's going to really dislodge a lot of the mucus and phlegm in their back and also in their chest. And a lot of babies with cerebral palsy use it because they also have a lot of phlegm buildup around the chest area.
That makes a lot of sense. So here's a common thing I think a lot of parents have experienced. You've got your baby asleep in your arms finally after fighting through something. You want to put them down in their crib, but the second you put them down, they're waking up again. Do you have
Yeah.
suggestions for making that transition successfully?
Yes. So a lot of times we're holding our babies and we'll just like kind of, we'll put their head down first and then we'll put their butt, always go butt first. So
Okay.
remember, so butt first is you lay their butt down as you're, oh, and then you gently put them down. Because if that way they don't feel like they're falling into space. They otherwise they can startle themselves because it's a reflex that if you're going down first, head first, it's just extremely startling. So always remember butt first, and then slowly glide them down, and then place your hand on their chest and just lay that hand just gently with a little pressure, and they'll have that secure landing.
That makes a lot of sense. I wouldn't like to feel like I was falling in space either, so I can understand the baby's reflex. Hey, thank you so much. It was great chatting with you today.
Thank you for having me today.
Of course, we'll have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.